Good morning, friends. Last lecture we have to discuss the manufacturing of the ethyl alcohol from the hydrocarbon. In this lecture we have to discuss the last manufacturing of the ethyl alcohol from the fruits. Okay, therefore we have to discuss the four method you have to manufacturing of the industrial alcohols such as the ethyl alcohol. Okay, first we have to discuss the manufacture of the ethyl alcohol from the molasses, then manufacture of the ethyl alcohol from the food grains, and then the manufacture of the ethyl alcohol from hydrocarbon, and then you have to last manufacturing of the ethyl alcohol from fruits. Okay, so therefore this manufacture of ethyl alcohol from the fruits, therefore the first point it is says that your wine is prepared by fermentation of fruit juice. Okay, therefore you have to formation of the wine, and that wine you have to fermentation of the fruit juice. Okay, some of the grapes, example like grapes, the grapes you have to taken and then you have to fermentate them, and it is formation of the wine. Okay, then secondly the grapes wine is classified into two types. Grapes wine it is classified into two types. First is natural wine, therefore that natural wine it is containing the 7 to 14% alcohol. Okay, it is containing the 7 to 14% alcohol. Okay, means that the natural wines it is prepared by the grape and it formation of 7 to 14% of the alcohol. Then secondly the sweet or dry and the still sparkling wine. Okay, that sweet or dry and the still sparkling wine, this wine it is prepared by the synthetically, and that alcohol percentage is a maximum into this wine. Then secondly the wine from the grapes involving following steps. Okay, means you have to formation of the wine from the grapes, and therefore the four methods where you have to form the wine from the grapes. First is preparation of the must. Okay, first step is about the preparation of the must. That the first step it is says that therefore the grape juice containing the glucose, fructose and the acid, you have to also known about the in these grapes, therefore some of the sugar content maximally into your grapes, and that sugar it containing the glucose and the fructose, and therefore it is also says that therefore your grape juice it also contain the glucose and fructose, and the some of the acid also you have to contain into the grapes. Then secondly the grapes are crushed in the crusher. Okay, you have to taking the grapes, you have to harvest it, you have to harvesting the grapes, and then you have to convert it into the crushers. Okay, then it is flowing into the crusher. In this crusher the all above material in juice. Okay, means in this crusher the all above material of the grapes you have into the juice. Then that juice is extracted from the wooden roller. Okay, you are in this crusher you have to formation of the juice, and that juice it is extracted from wooden roller. कशातून एक्स्ट्रॅक्टेड होतं? वुडन रोलर मधून आपण काय करतो? एक्स्ट्रॅक्टेड करतो, त्यालाच काय म्हणतो आपण? मस्ट. Okay, so therefore this is the first step, that is the preparation of the must. Second step is about the fermentation. In this first step you have to formation of the must, and that must you have to fermented into the ethyl alcohol. Okay, means that must you have to fermented into the ethyl alcohol, then your ethyl alcohol is formation by you have to must fermentation. Okay, then secondly after the first fermentation over the new wine fill in the kegs and leaves in order to prevent the conversion of alcohol to acetic acid. Okay, means this point it is says that you have to firstly fermentation them. Okay, then you have to firstly that must fermented into ethyl alcohol. This is the first fermentation, and that after this first fermentation over a new wine fill in the kegs. Okay, after this first fermentation therefore your new wine is formed, and that wine into the kegs. Kegs means it is a wooden like kegs. Okay, therefore तुम्हाला माहिती असेल लाकडाचे जे डबे असतात, that is the kegs. Okay, and there some of the after fermentation over the new wine is formed, and then it is filled into the new kegs, and that loosely in order to prevent. Okay, why you have to fill in the kegs? Because it have loosely in order to prevent the conversion of alcohol to acetic acid. Means in this case, therefore your alcohol is converted to the acetic acid. That conversion you have to prevent. Therefore your new wine, it is a fill into the kegs. Okay, and then for the 3 to 4 months you have to store them. Okay, for 3 to 4 months this new wine you have to store into the kegs. Okay, so this is all about the fermentation process. Then third is ripening. Okay, then third is ripening. After this fermentation process, therefore your clear wine is formed, and that clear wine, it is allowed to ripe for 2 to 4 hours. Okay, after fermentation process your clear wine is formed, and that clear wine, it is allowed to ripe. Okay, that clear wine, it is allowed to ripe for the 2 to 4 hours, for the 2 to 4 years. Okay, किती वर्ष आहे? 2 to 4 years you have to ripe the clear wine. Okay, and then during this ripening the tannin and other impurity produces the precipitate. Okay, means during this ripening, therefore the grapes tannin means outer side of the skin. Okay, that tannin and the other impurity produces the precipitate into this wine. Okay, third is, okay, this is all about the ripening. Okay, this is all about the ripening, and that ripening, last point it is says that during this ripening, therefore tanning means you have to know about the skin of the grapes. Okay, that tanning and other impurity, it is a formation of the precipitate. Okay, so this is all about the ripening. Then fourthly, that is bottling. After the ripening you have to bottle them. After the ripening you have to bottle them. That is, this is the bottling step. Okay, so therefore this is all about the manufacturing of the ethyl alcohol from the fruits, and therefore these four method you have to form the manufacturing of ethyl alcohol. This point is over. Next time we have to discuss about the manufacturing of the whiskey, rum, then some of the fermentation process we have to discuss in next lecture. Thank you.